How many of you out there are trying and looking for a way, possibly a strategy that will grow your account? You're basically saying in 60 days, I want to see my account size double in profit. Or if you're a beginner trader and you want to say, hey, I'm looking to put X amount of dollars into my broker account, or I'm looking to start a prop firm evaluation, past that and then start building or compounding an account, you're definitely going to want to watch this video, because I'm going to show you a strategy simply using range-based charts or range charts that will allow you to trade each and every day, no matter the future contract that you actually want to trade. All right. I'm talking about within 30 days, 60 days, using this strategy, you can make money at a compounding pace, okay? Because the goal in trading is not about who can get to the finish line the fastest or trying to make X amounts of crazy amounts of money in a short period of time. Trading just like anything else. I mean, if you work a normal job or you're getting whether a weekly or a monthly paycheck, you spend hours per week putting in the work to do what? To get paid in results at the end of the week or monthly, right? Same thing here. We are looking to scalp or make a little bit here and there every single day and grow our account with the hopes of what? Compounding to withdraw from the actual brokerage account that we've set up, or from your favorite prop firm, whether it's Top Step or Apex or Tradify or My Funded Futures, whatever you are using. I'm going to show you a systematic strategy off range charts, okay? I don't use time, volume, or tick charts. For all those that do, nothing wrong with it, okay? If you understand the simple concept of market structure, can follow price action, let me tell you this now. You don't need all the indicators a lot of people want to try to sell you or you possibly think you must have. Most traders spend so much time testing indicator after indicator after indicator and do not focus in on the number one thing that will allow them to become successful, and that's pure price action, understanding structure so that you can determine and know which way, form a bias of which way you need to trade, okay? Let's jump onto the charts right now. And before we do so, make sure to click that like button right now. Subscribe to the channel and share the video content by simply clicking on the share button. All right. I appreciate it. Everyone out there who's been supporting the channel, I greatly do, especially to all the elite and ultra elite supporters. I'll get to that at the end, to anyone that wants to join the private community, to where I really go into the breakdown of my trades that I post over on the Discord. Yes, there is a great and fabulous Discord channel that is free for anyone that wants to join. The link is down in the description. But I'll talk about the ultra elite and the elite private community for anyone that wants access to it. I'm telling you right now, it has helped lots of people out. A lot of people that are part of the channel have converted over from using like time, tick, or volume-based charts. Most of them time-based traders, time chart traders, and now they're using actual range charts. And okay, I'll let them speak for themselves, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the reason why I do is simpler to be able to read and follow price action. I can see the momentum, I can see the volume coming into the market, and just being able to, kind of filter out all the big candles, small candles, the big long wicks and all that stuff. I like to see a nice clean chart, all right? Basically what I'm saying is trading a naked chart, simply following price action and understanding the structure of the market using range charts, you can do so and become very profitable, right? Now, the system and strategy, how I trade, is all surrounding supply and demand. You're probably saying, well, this is another supply and demand video. No, yeah, it is, okay? But I'm going to tell you right now, who has shown you how to trade them using range charts, okay? We're going to talk about looking at zones. I'm going to bring into, the fold today's price action, just to show you an example of how easy it is to scalp each and every day using range charts. All right. Not in comparison to like time or ticker volume. I'm not going to talk about that because I'm not putting any shame on any other chart type or style of charts. I'm simply showing you for all those that aren't used to range charts, something that you could actually probably use and become familiar with and used to, because I'm going to say this right now. I never traded time charts or tick or volume charts. I've looked at them, especially time-based charts, but I've never taken interest in them because it's just, to me, it's just, I don't know, maybe it's my eyes. Everything seems so cluttered. I have to kind of really stretch it out to see things in more of a larger perspective. When I'm looking at range charts, it just makes sense and clicks, all right? So let's get into the video right now. First and foremost, structure. You've got to understand which way the market is moving if you truly want to be able to trade and become successful in this business. Okay? So If you look at the market here, this is on my 120 range higher base chart. Can you use higher base charts or higher range charts outside of the 120? Yes, you could use like a 240 range chart or something even higher than that. You have to find your sweet spot when it comes to range charts, but primarily what I discuss and in my video content, especially to those who are elite or ultra elite members in that private community, is using the 120 range chart and the 24 range chart to be able to execute into more precise entry points and take good quality trade setups. All right. So if you're interested in joining, I'll show you how at the end of the video. Now, look, all you need to do, get the structure of the market correct. Find out when it comes to supply and demand, which direction are we trending in? Making highs and making higher highs and higher lows, or making lower lows and lower highs to the downside. Okay. So again, look here. You see we got this high here, low, higher low. Didn't take out this low here, and we're making new highs to the upside, right? As long as we're doing that, we'll be trading. We should only be trading demand setups. Okay. Leave a comment down below. I want to know right now how many of you are using time charts. How many of you using tick charts? How many of you are using volume charts? Are you successful with the strategy you're using right now using those charts? Leave a comment down below. I'd like to hear, okay? Now, getting the structure of the market correct is going to help you be in and take trades in the direction in which the market is flowing in. Understand that, okay? So I believe it was yesterday's trading session, the market pivoted. What are we looking for when the market basically makes a shift from being bullish to actual bearish, okay? We're looking for a break of a low, meaning the market making a lower low and then following up making lower highs and making lower lows below that, meaning breaking more structure. If you don't know what a break of structure is, or BOS, all it is either the market is moving higher, taking out a high, or coming to the downside and breaking and taking out new lows, okay? Right here, this was a high that the market made in yesterday's trading session. It made a low, took out this low here, so now it's made a new low. Following up, it didn't want to take this high out here. We got a lower high resting right here. Now we got the market breaking structure below this low. Each time as it swings lower, it's making new lower lows and new lower highs. And the only thing we should be looking for is to do what? Is to go short. Now, if the market was moving and making higher highs and higher lows, and each time it breaks above a most recent high and makes a new high, then we're looking for demand. So in this case here, coming into today's session, for example, here, the market makes a low, lower high, break structure here, right? Even right here. So it breaks these lows here, and breaks these lows right here. And then we have this beautiful area of supply resting right here. If you well, I'll say this right now. We did have an economic news event that unfolded today at 8:30 this morning, but this would have been a beautiful setup outside of that, okay, to go actually short. Now, I'm not going to take the trade going short off my higher base chart, my higher range chart, unless you want to. I'm not saying you can't do so, because some people do trade higher base charts, all right, or larger charts. I'm looking for a pullback to a key area, in this case here, of supply, or it could be demand from a higher base chart, and then scaling down or moving down to a lower base or lower range chart to be able to execute and get into more of a precise entry point. So this is my higher range chart, 120. When the market retraces back to this zone, I'm very interested in this area right here, okay? Now, for me at this point, two things I'll look for. I would either look for well, definitely when it pulls back here and it taps the higher range chart, a zone on the inside of this zone, which is the larger base chart, to see if it's on the smaller base chart, a supply zone that rests on the inside of my larger 120 range chart. So basically, a 24 range lower chart supply zone resting on the larger range chart, the 120 zone. So a zone within a zone, okay? That gives me the confluence there. Now, I'm going to scale down to my 24 range chart and show you a few opportunities in which you could have went short today once the market tapped into this area here, which is a supply area, all right? Now, again, we had news at 8:30, all right? PPI, and then the market came back and retested that zone again. Now, when it comes to high probability versus low probability zones, the difference between the two is there just a gap or imbalance resting back at the zone? Like you see right here, there's a gap on this candle from the bottom portion of where the zone is drawn up to the next candle that closes below. There's a nice little gap right there. I'm looking for the market to come back and fill that area on the higher base chart, all right? It could be directly on the 24 range chart too. But the best quality setups is where you have the market pulling back to a higher base range chart, and then you move down to a lower base range chart to find a trade, in this case here, a supply setup, moving in the same direction as the higher base range chart. If that makes sense. We would trace back to the zone. I'm going to scale down now to my 24 range chart, which is my lower range chart right now. Okay. See that box right there? I'll bring it down some. That's the 120 range, higher range, supply zone. Okay. We just tapped into it. If I can squeeze and show you right here in this area here. Now, as you can see from the bottom here, it looks like we started doing what? Breaking structure higher. We did. So we went from a bearish movement to a bullish run to the upside here. So now we're looking for either two things. We're either looking for a nice area to trade once the market taps into a supply zone here, which there is one right here. Okay. I'm trying to blow it up a little bit for you to see it right here, which you could have traded for going short. But again, news was at 8:30, so I'm not trading that. But that was your zone within a zone confluence there. I just kind of mark it up right here. That is the supply zone. All right. But 8:30 news is right there. So I wouldn't have traded that. Okay. Now, if I move over, okay, and once the news passed, the PPI news passed today, it came back. 9:30 opening was right here. We're bearish. Okay. Now I'm still bearish on my higher base chart, the higher range chart. So I'm looking for the market to do what? Show me some bearish momentum to the downside. The market makes this high here on the on the lower range chart, pushes lower. We broke structure here. We just took out a low there. We got to pull back with a lower high and breaking more structure. Now, what do you have there? Momentum bearish to the downside. Beautiful area of supply. We got a gap right here on this candle here. Blow up a little more. Right here. Okay. When we retrace back to the what? The 24 range supply zone. So we rejected off of a higher range supply zone. We started breaking structure lower on the lower range supply zone, and we pulled back to a lower range, unmitigated supply zone, where there's a gap or imbalance resting at. That's all it is, guys. It's a couple things to look for. This is a breaker structure lower. We broke structure below this area here, made a new low, pulled back, broke more structure lower, pulls back to a key area of supply right here on the 24 range, go short. Okay, and we're aiming to take out this low right here or to fill some gaps to the downside. My entry is going to be right here at the back end of 23,440 and a half. Stop loss is going to go right here on the back end, the point of rejection when it pulled back to the 24 range supply zone. Okay, and we're going to aim for either the gaps to be filled coming back down to this area here. There's a bit of demand right here. So either somewhere in this area right here or to take out this low, and you see it ran that low, right? Okay, now you can look on your 24 range chart and notice that when it came down and broke below this low right here before it pulled back to this range, the 24 range supply zone there, it came down and it stopped right here. Okay, now it may want to kind of push a little lower, all right, and test this area of the small little area of imbalance resting right here, or these areas where the gaps need to be filled below, and that's what it did. Came back, filled the supply right there, rejected, came lower. Feel that little imbalance or zone not zone, but imbalance resting right there. Then and when it did that, it created a beautiful area of supply right above. Here it is. Broke structure here, coming lower, pullback, supply area, go short. Created another supply area right there where it broke structure below these lows right here. Another supply area right there. A gap or imbalance resting right there. Another opportunity to pull back to go short again. This is how you do it each and every day, scalping 1 to 2 quality setups just like this. Figure it out first, the direction of the higher base chart, the range chart, right? Are we bullish or bearish? Once you figure out structure and you determine what price action looks like, then mark up your first zone on your higher base chart, supply or demand, depending which direction we're moving. In this case here, you can see on the higher base chart, we were breaking structure lower, came back to a beautiful area of supply again on the 120 higher base range chart. Then I'm looking for short opportunities on a smaller scale on my lower base range chart, moving in the same direction as the higher base chart, going short. I don't want to be trading against the grain, meaning going long back up into an area of supply right here. I want to go short. I want to trade with the banks and institutions, not against them, if that makes sense, guys. This is how within 60 days, guys, you can really grow an account. After 30 days, yeah, your account will be grown some, even trading the micros, you can do this. I talk about that in videos about growing using the 5% rule. So go back and watch some of the video content on the channel, how you can possibly grow a small account, even of $500 or $1,000, and watch it compound over 30 days, over 60 days, and really by the third month, you're really starting to take off, even trading the micro futures. Now, if you have the opportunity to trade the E-mini straight out the gate and you know what you're doing, you'll start to see turnkey within 30 days to 60 days, the market really, that account really growing at a faster pace, because with the E-mini futures, the tick value is higher. But this is how I do it each and every day, and this is how you can double up your account size in a small amount of time, all right? Simply using range charts, okay? That's all I have for you guys today. Now, I want to say this right now. I know you've probably been waiting on this, a lot of you. If you haven't already, guys, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to click that like button and share the video content with anyone and everyone that you possibly know, because I'm here to share with you how I personally trade, and it works. If you don't believe me, come over to the Discord. It is free. Yes, my Discord is free, and you can come over to it and ask away to the fellow members that are part of the community, and they'll tell you, yeah, you know, they love trading range charts, and they'll tell you why. I'm not even going to answer for them. You can just come over and ask for yourself. Anyone interested in receiving quality video content outside of the channel here, to where I really go into detail about the strategy, breaking the trades down that I take each and every day and post over on our Discord. And I want to say this right now, thank you for everyone that supports the channel. Thank you for those that are either elite or the ultra elite, or even the loyal channel supporters. You guys are that are supporting the channel and support my efforts as a trader and as a content creator. I thank you for doing so. Yes, it is a very nominal, very small fee that you know, but for the price in which you are paying, you're getting so much out of it, correct? So I appreciate each and every one of you out there that are really tuned in and support my efforts as a you know, a content creator and trader. And one of the biggest perks and what I give back is so much quality in reference to the trade breakdowns, the video playlist, my market structure video for those that want to become an elite member, and anyone that wants to become an ultra elite member and take it one, you know, tier up or one step up. You can do so. What you receive there is everything I just discussed: the trade breakdowns, the video playlist, the market structure video, as well as my live recorded trading sessions and the market recap videos. All this quality, which goes in great detail about the strategy and talking about stop loss placement, market structure, price action, you know, profit target areas, breaking down trades and video content one after another. So much quality content that will definitely should help you in your trading. If not, I really don't know what more to really say. I know not everyone's going to be able to see things from, you know, everyone else's perspective all the time, because some people may come with bad habits, but you got to shake those bad habits, because I did. Okay, it took me some time to get to where I'm at today. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've said this a million times, my first 2 years I struggled with trading. Why? Because I did not understand the most single important concept, which is market structure. That's why I started this channel once I became profitable, is to help people out, to share my knowledge, because knowledge is wealth, and because I want to see other people you know, do better. Okay, become better, find their own edge, and find a way to become profitable and consistently profitable within the markets. All right. Now, if you want to become an elite or an ultra elite member or supporter of the channel, the link is down in the description portion of the video. I just told you what you received: the trade breakdown videos, the video playlist, and the great market structure video for all those that want to become elite supporters. Ultra elite, everything there, plus the live recorded trading sessions and the market recap video. Click the link down below. It's titled Ultra Elite Supporter. Once you do so, 3 tiers will pop up. Choose either the elite or the ultra elite supporter tiers if you want to receive that quality video content where I share with you the strategy and break so much content down, break so much quality information down for you. But outside of that, guys, that's all I have. If you haven't taken time to subscribe, please take the time to do so. Make sure to turn your post notifications on and drop a like on the video. If you found some value in this video content today, go back and watch some of the other videos too. Please do so, because that's a lot. There's a lot of valuable tips and golden nuggets there that should help you in your own personal trading. That's all I have. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.